Alright, what is going on, guys? We're back on Gray Zone, man, and I really just want to just have some Gray Zone gameplay going here while we talk about the future of this game, the future of FPS, the future of extraction shooters, and just my thoughts and opinions on them in general. So, yeah, let's get started here, though, by, I have a scope in here. Let's get started by getting a weapon going here. Let me just pre-buy an AKM. I really hope to see this game excel in the future because I think it's really good. I think people hate on this game, and I think it's better than the rap it has gotten. Oh, I didn't put on no headset or nothing. Oh well. We'll have to grab a helmet or something out there. To start off, let's just start off on FPS Games. Right now, I think the market and the way FPS games have gone from what they used to be. You know what I'm talking, when I say used to be, I'm talking Black Ops 1 days, Gold Call of Duty, Golden Battlefield. There's probably a few more in there that I can't think off the top of my head, but I think the problem nowadays is that they've taken simple concepts and made them so complicated. Like, just one example is Gunsmith in Call of Duty. The Gunsmith has become pretty complicated. It's cool, yeah, don't get me wrong. I like it, but like there is literally like 45 different scopes and red dots you can put on your gun now, and they all do the same thing. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't even care to look at how they affect the weapon because it's just so much, and there's like 4 other attachments you gotta do. Oh, we got 1 minute till we're landing here. 1 minute. Oh, we're dropping in. We're getting boots on the ground. Hopefully have a better experience than we did last video. But I'm already seeing some stuttering. It seems like the performance has gotten worse since the last time I played this game. I don't know if my settings have changed or I just assume that for no reason. But my settings definitely, like, I felt more stutter. This doesn't feel as bad as I remember. But like I was saying about the Call of Duty Gunsmith, man, I mean, you got all these attachments, and then you got 5 to 10 attachments you can put on the gun. I think they capped it out at 5 finally. They had 10 at one point, but... And then you gotta tune them, and then you tune them. And I'm like, I don't even get the tuning. It doesn't even make anything feel different to me. But, I mean, that's not just a Call of Duty thing. I think FPSs are over complicated nowadays. Everybody has a headset on, so they all complain about sound 24/7, footstep audio, blah 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 blah. Everyone has nicer systems too, so you know they want to jam pack all these new features into these nice systems we have, but it just doesn't need that much. I'm standing here doing nothing while I'm ranting. I'm just saying, I don't think all these FPSs need these complicated things to them. Simple goes a long way, is what I was gonna say. Who doesn't want to play a Black Ops 1, like just a completely remastered Black Ops 1, nothing changed about it, just updated graphics? That's all I ever expected when I was a kid, to be playing the same type of games. They would just look amazing now. And yeah, who doesn't want a few features here and there? But it's like, the features they add don't even make sense why the stuff we like gets worse. I'm starting to rant about Call of Duty. Let me get back on the FPS topic. Here's our secret sneaking entrance to the bunker. We're in now. I gotta pay attention a little more. But I think they're focused on animations and features too much. And of course microtransactions has took a dump on the video game community like you've never seen. Do hello? This is not the best scope in the world. This actually sucks for this situation. Well, yeah, I think things need to be simplified again. I just want to level up, maybe prestige or something. Throw a couple attachments on a gun, nothing crazy. I'm talking 2 or 3 max. Have a level up system. Have some type of reward system for streaks and doing good and kills and just fun game modes. What's crazy to me is nowadays they have they have the means to put in so many more game modes and maps than they used to, and they focus on stores and camos. And I mean, at one point, Santa Claus was running around in Battlefield 2042, if I remember right. Who wants that, dude? We just want a war game. I want to feel like I'm in a battlefield, but not to the point where I can't even peek around a corner and get a kill either. Like, it was simple and it worked. How they used to have Battlefield 4 and 3, man. Good times. And I think that that's just the problem. That there's just too much going on. They want to make all these extraction shooters now. Even though I think GRAY ZONE WAREFARE is a fun, great game. But it could benefit from some simplifications to it too, I think. This game needs some work, though, to be better than what it is, that's for sure. But yeah, dude, I think FPSs are overcomplicated. It's probably the main problem with most of them nowadays. They're too many gunsmiths and customization, and just make a good map, make good gameplay, make good lanes on the map. Have a nice variety of weapons. It feels like the variety of weapons is falling off, even though the attachments and everything seem to increase, which doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, man. I say we slow it down and simplify it a bit so we can focus, and then you can add content. And then that makes adding in DLC and stuff more riveting because you don't already have everything thrown into a clusterfuck of whatever you're trying to release. Is there anybody here? They're here now. Yeah, I just think we need to simplify some things. And beyond that, performance. I mean, I don't know. Some games look better than others and perform better, and then some games have worse graphics and they perform worse. Like I hate to crap on Call of Duty and solely been using this as an example, but that's the game I've played the most my whole life when it comes to FPSs. I hate the art style and graphics the way it's going. It went from feeling like a realistic military shooter to like this game that's designed for kids, and I think that's another problem too that video game companies should be held accountable for. If the game's rated M, it doesn't need to be targeted to kids. Why are we putting Easter bunnies in a game that we are expecting grown men to be playing? Because they don't want that. Maybe a few do, but like seriously, you know what I'm saying? Or putting in like when I used to play Call of Duty, man, it was military. It was grown adult stuff. And they're targeting the kids, and they know they are because they're easy to sell to, man. But nobody wants to admit that. And the gameplay and the performance and the stuff that the real players like about the games are taking a hit because of that. Look at Fortnite. I mean, Fortnite is a game that is kind of designed for kids and has that in mind. But that's my point. Look at how much it takes over. Fortnite Battle Royale, every game made a Battle Royale. Like, no one wanted to branch off and even try to do their own thing. Everybody went to Battle Royale. And now it's all extraction shooter because Tarkov had its 15 minutes of fame. And I know I'm ranting about this while I'm playing one. And like I said, I'll say it again. I love this game. I think this game needs a lot of work, but I love this game. And I think it can be a great game. And I think people need to make what they think people want to play instead of what's going to make money. And that leads me to my next point about it. It's all monetized. Everything's so monetized now, dude. Like, what are you even supposed to do? What are you supposed to do when you're clicking through 10 freaking microtransaction pages trying to get into a game? It's ridiculous. I mean, I get bored of playing before I even get into a mission sometimes. And not to mention load time. Some of the load times for games nowadays. Sheesh, man. Sheesh. Just to touch on a few topics, though, I think optimization and simplifying FPSs would just benefit a lot right now. Other than that, though, I think they need to quit monetizing everything. Quit focusing on making money. Elden Ring is the perfect example of this. If you just make a good game and don't worry about selling it, you're worried about making a good game, it will sell. You won't have to worry about making money because everybody... He's scared. Oh my god. Alright. Restart. Going back there. Oh wait. We saved our flash drive though. We can turn this mission in. Let's go ahead and do that. Hand over. We'll get an N700 for this. What? I was like, what in the world? We still get an M700. Complete. No, like I was actually saying, like Elden Ring is the perfect example of it. Just make a good game and people will buy it, dude. People will buy it and you'll make your money, corporations. You'll make your money. I mean, let's go look at the numbers Elden Ring did. All they did was make a good game and took their time with it. Alright, it took me a second to get a suppressor on my gun, but I finally got one on there. Don't look at all these parts I just bought, trying to figure out which ones worked. Just don't look at them. We're gonna just keep throwing some ammo in here and calling it a good day. Good day. Good day to you, sir. Alright, moving forward, man, with Gray Zone, dude, it's a good game. It just needs... They're gonna need something to draw this community back. And... they've been lackluster, man. They've been lackluster. That's the problem with releasing this in a pre-alpha. As you can see, it still says EA pre-alpha. Is there's no content. There's nothing to do. So keeping people on here for what they say 6 months at a time with very little content updates, just really improvements, and the improvements haven't been as much as I'd like to see. Honestly, at this point in time, I figured there'd be another substantially decent optimization update. It doesn't seem like there really has been, but like I said, releasing in this pre-alpha state, they're having a hard time keeping people on here. They are, and they're gonna have to do something, you know. Alright, we're back to the bushes, back where we started. They're gonna have to do something if they want to keep people playing this game, because it's just not enough right now with how clunky it feels that in the PvPs. I mean, there's not a lot of PvP because no one's on. The PvP was actually pretty decent when it first dropped and people were actually on the servers. I mean, it's a clunky mess, but you had your PvP encounters. They need to add more points of interest. It's a recurring trend I've seen with some of these open world games and extraction games, is there's just not enough points of interest. It's a beautiful world, yeah, but it's all woods. Here, a helicopter. We got company at Lima 2. Let's get in here and get my stuff. See how this goes down. Could you always mantle? I don't remember being able to mantle always like that. They're going to need to increase the PvP and the loot system. I think the loot should be more rewarding if you're going to come down here and fight for it. But they're going to have to add something in to keep you occupied besides tasks. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that could be right now. Like... Oh, interesting. You know, like Tarkov's got the hideout, and they even have the arena mode, even though it doesn't get enough credit. I think arena's pretty fun, but what can you do with a dying game? But, yeah, they're gonna have to add something to keep people engaged after they get tired of tasking. And whether that's an economy with fun loot to go fight for, rare loot, super rare OP stuff, you know, expensive attachments, secret bosses. They do have bosses in here, and I think they could make those funner. They could drop some of the rare loot, you know, kind of how Tarkov has it. The skills. Some people are against the Madden skills. Some people are with it. I think skills would be alright. You know, if you play a lot, your character's better, and I think it's cool with me as long as they're balanced. You know, and then you're gonna add skills in and make it too complicated. Like Tarkov has like 60 skills. Going back to what I was talking about earlier, you don't need all that complication in this. You could just add in strength and agility and a few skills just to have something to work with when you're out here and you're not, you know, something besides just tasking or shooting. They could also do events, add in like seasons and stuff. You know, Halloween time, make it all look Halloweeny. Christmas time, throw in some snow or something. I know that ain't easy, and I'm pretty much spitballing off of Tarkov here, but what do you? I mean, everybody's cloning Tarkov. You know, what do you want me to say? That's what these extraction games are, just clones of Tarkov. They have their nice own little spin on here, but you got to keep being original. You got to keep being original. Right now, it's a big world with a bunch of broken AI, a lot of missions, but the missions you kind of just walk through and run through. It's really lackluster. It feels dead in some areas. And they're going to have to add in a couple other things to keep it going, man. To keep it going, I think. And I think they can if you sat down and think about, just try to think about what they want to do. They could come up with some things. Now, the last video I had, we were having a crappy time at Midnight Sapphire, but this run's been a little better. I'm more familiar with the bunker here, though, so that might be why. That's a problem. And I wasn't even on automatic. Why does it make it look so much further away than it is? That's crazy. But yeah, they need to optimize this game and add some other type of content in here besides just AI missions and get these AI stuff figured out. Oh, this is me. This is my old dude. I don't need that. Alright, let's see if we can make it back without dying. I know there's enemy players here. We heard their helicopter come in. I haven't heard any other shots. I think we're going to try to sneak out of here while we can. But I know there's AI up here because I hear them everywhere. Think I hear somebody walking in bushes. Oh, okay. That sounded like an enemy. Oh, yeah. I had to get my position up. Oh, they just keep coming. Oh, I think they see me. How did he hit me? We might not make it out, guys. That player knows I'm here now. Is there a different exit we can take? We still got rounds left, that's good. Got a light wound here. Let's take some medicine. So I know we got an enemy above us. But he knows I'm here too. We're gonna go back down. See if we can find a different way out. Alright, I hear him shooting over there still. Maybe we can get the drop on him from this way. Oh yeah, they're shooting. They are shooting it up. Let's see. If we can see these guys. Kind of sit here and listen for a minute. I don't know if you can get in the bunker that way. I don't want to push this guy too hard. Let me double check, make sure it's not a homie. Yeah, it's definitely not a homie. Definitely not a homie. I don't know what to... He's shooting at me. He's shooting at me. I don't know where he's at. I don't know where he's at. Where is he? I think this dude might have went underground. Alright, we're gonna get out of here while we have our stuff and come back. Ooh. We are gonna get out of here. We're gonna get out of here while we still can. It's a beautiful random palm tree right here. Alright, those are basically my thoughts with everything. I think this game's pretty good. It's just gonna need some optimization and content, or people aren't gonna stick around. I just hope the devs stay dedicated to bringing that, and they bring it in a timely manner. I know some of the roadmap goes out to 2027, and I think Big Fry made a good point about this. I have no idea where this game's gonna be in 3 years. I'd like you guys to focus on the next 6 to 7 months at a time, maybe the next year. You know, we can forget about the rest when we get there. But the only other problem I'd have with this is they want to wipe every 6 months, and you're just not going to keep people in here for 6 months straight with no new additions or content. And yeah, for 6 months, it's just there's not enough on here to do, man. After you do the task, you're bored. You're bored. There's nothing left to do. There's not a lot of guns, loot. You know, we're gonna have to see more of all that for them to really have the success that this game could potentially live up to, is what I would say. Nonetheless, like I said, I think this is a great game. I do. It just needs to be continued to be worked on, without a doubt. And I think we could see a lot better FPS games in the future if we just simplified it a little bit, brought it back to the basics, focused on making a game about shooting and killing the enemy, not about cosmetics and weapon packs. Cosmetics, man, I didn't even get into cosmetics much this video, but they're half the problem too. They're half the problem, man. I just need to be a soldier. Cosmetics doesn't mean I have to have every color of the rainbow spectrum on me. Cosmetics means just a couple of glove changes and a couple pants changes that are different camos, that are real camos, not fake camos you don't see. You know, that's the one thing the FPS market is lacking right now, is a real, true shooter FPS army game, modern army game, man. The market's so wide open for a good FPS modern army game. It's unbelievable. People are missing out on making money. If I had the resources to do it, I'd do it. I'd do it in a heartbeat, man. But I don't and I can't. But that's my spiel. That's my rant, man. That's my video. On Gray Zone, we had some fun. Almost got into some PvP, but I looked around. I didn't see him, man. I didn't see him. I haven't heard any more shots since then. He might have got scared and left. I don't know. But I'm getting out of here. We on the little bird and we gone. Alright guys, we made it back and we survived. Just to prove it to you guys that I made it back. Why didn't I do that? I mean, I did. I just never use it. Where's my character? Yeah, we were back with all the gear. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Gray Zone Warfare. If you like this episode, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Lord have mercy, I can't speak. Let me know what you guys think of the FPS market in Gray Zone, and just, how do you guys feel? Do you guys feel like we need to go back to the old days and simplify? You feel like that I'm just missing the mark here? Let me know, man. Let me know something, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.